Welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast. Head coach Armin celebrating the birthday of the Stealth Aliens, September 3rd. Take a look. Stealth Zeus was a Russian attack monster. Alright, let's get on to the next one. So today is September 3rd, the birthday of the Stealth Aliens. So let's look at I don't know what we're doing here. I'm pushing buttons.
Here's all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this information to each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion of the unused points will be unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he's a diamond in the rough. Or you just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue this.
Okay, a quarterback. I am of the mind, but since HT Bum is the scout and assistant coach, he wants to go down the list, whether or not they need the player or not. Oh my gosh. HT Bond doesn't know what he's doing. The last game we saw Coach Armin with the players. I mean, these are just street football.
Welcome to Weekly Strap. This shows some basic stat. This is how you access the new player help screen.
You got players who are street footballers and they got wiped out by the Cardinals. Now he's bringing back his stealth. These are the stealth aliens. So let's introduce you to some of these stealth. Let's take a look. First we start with the quarterbacks. The stealth aliens. Well, that's HT Bomb, who happens to be this unusual character. He's not technically a stealth. He's just part of the stealth add-ons. And we got also from the Cardinals, Colt McCoy, and myself, Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete, and a regular player, Cooper Rush. So we got technically we have no stealth aliens here. Just got HT Bomb. And here are the stealth. The halfback, Zeus and Zeke. As you can see, they are big boys. They put on the weight to assist in countering the defense. We'll see how that works out. And fullback, stealth alien Zach from Air Force. They're all Air Force people. Zeus, Zeke, Air Force, and Zach is Air Force. Wide receivers. And you got the add-on, not necessarily stealth, Charlene Pinky Goober, school friend of HT Bum. You got the stealth Jake, Air Force. Ishmael Air Force. Christina Taylor Air Force. And Dylan Air Force. Okay, Christina Taylor and Dylan Air Force. And also Christina Taylor and Dylan are backup quarterbacks, just in case, that they need. Elvis Arminius Air Force, the tight end. You got the regular players. On the offensive line. Then the left end, Stealth Air Force, Randy. Right end, Brock Air Force. Defensive tackle, Edgar Stealth Air Force. Linebackers, Megan Air Force. Middle linebacker, Alex Air Force. Linebacker, Vanessa Air Force. And Derek Air Force. Cornerbacks, Baraki Air Force. Salina Air Force. Roman Unitas, which is his one name, Air Force. And Luke Air Force. Safeties, Ahmed Eki Hart Air Force. Sabrina Air Force. Joe Jabba Air Force. Dorothy, quarterback, the superstar, Eddie James Air Force. And Joshua Air Force. Tiny Tina, special teams, kicker, Air Force. And the punter, Lisa Air Force. There you have it. I was brought in to short little dumpy passes and maybe just hand the ball off. Returning from injury, DeMarcus Lawrence. This game is the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Can't tell you the outcome. Don't know. Don't care.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season. In a game, they come in with a lead.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs, but they're countless.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road.
That's the rules starting to creep into the locker room, and it's very winning games.
So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. At a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I saw they had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try to find a way to get the home ground involved early.
They'll come out to the way here to start the drive. This one is down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits one for the sack.
We talked about how much of the game it played out right there in the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in. And for teams that can't run the play they want to, out this long distance now, let's go to that play.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Makes it good for a lead of 26 and also a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right and try to bait people. On the run, had to get him on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think when they look at the offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. As he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Steps away for snap. Interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here at 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And we will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19.
There's going to be a little bit of regret here because they certainly had the chance to get up the field and he's giving them a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
With the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball doing well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. As he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they sort of produce the field goal.
Maybe they were wrong closer.
The Cowboys have vowed, the Stealth Aliens have vowed they're going to be super aggressive on defense. No mercy, no compassion. They're just going to trample upon the Eagles.
They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's ever back in the end zone for a touchback. So now Johnson Eagles offense is getting ready to take over. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And frankly, this is the type of game that the great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And Charles, we get a look there.
Oh, this is against Black Lives Matter. For Stealth, this is personal. They don't like Black Lives Matter.
At the draft class for this offense, what do you make of it?
Well, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys that might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so they will find out if they can actually do it.
Dallas Goddard, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We have to go an entirely different way.
Double team, and it's intercepted.
There's definitely some juice on that bounce. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
No big fan of Black Lives Matter. Ahmed, achy, break your heart. Intercepted. and is jubilant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them than they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a big break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Randy, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They got to find the football, and sometimes they won't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now 2nd and 7 for the 23. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's got some space here. Call races down the right side. Josh Gordon, 77 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed lanes out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, the stealth aliens are calling for an executive timeout. They are not happy campers. Not a happy camper. This is personal. Stealth versus Black Lives Matter. This is personal.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He reads it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. They're taking down just past this one about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense back out on the field. And last time it was a pretty one-play interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this try after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nice work to get settled. It's second down.
He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Porter dusted. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. That's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. Punt fell incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Make it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble that is just not paying off. They think it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with the football at the 20-yard line.
Oh no, not the Stealth Aliens are upset. This is not righteous. Not righteous at all.
Here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, which you would love, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a debate.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, I get it. But this deep, that's a bit of the wrong time to make that call. There's a sense like downfield. I think it's more to make it way than anything else.
Absolutely, because everywhere he looked, within the cover.
Sometimes it's better to go and be convinced that there's no place to fit into football than to go ahead and force them to turn into a bad play.
Able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before it's out of bounds. Give him 7 there in the second run. They're in better shape now for third. He's not going to get there.
Sometimes you just sit back and remember what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The kick by Narro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now inside the 40 to 27. Now it's off and set for this next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's taking the numbers from a week ago. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And I don't know about you, Parker, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Back to throw now on first down. Now on the run, they'll throw it back deep. That's it away and throws down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and down it's first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open. Puts it right on it, and he's good on first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Over the middle. Inside the 20.
I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the ball and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch, but put their foot out in the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Again, here's the previous play. It's better than 30 yards straight.
The speed with which his offense can get down the field is taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up on 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's right. It's the fullback. It's no touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all. They were going to show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Point after try field coming. That time a 6-point run, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I go to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't get top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick going for the deep ball. Heavy time to get it to the second. 28. These guys are going to get the 28-yard line. Not the first quarter of the year. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
But the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Nobody's behind them have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The pressure got towards you instead. And it's 2nd down.
They sort of did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10. Here with the throw again. He can't get rid of it. It's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play.
I tell you what, he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They set up the throw. Again. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I remember when I was a kid, I had clients and nickels so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel.
No, I just needed the extra nickel, but so you pay the proper price.
Hey, how much were they a dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's on the end zone. It's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gain is in sight. It is not really in. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now this possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, but I think we're just looking at the analytics on this one because the analytics say, yeah, without question, you should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really have no chance to, but a short field that you try to run into the other offense.
hands, and in the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I'm exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And that nearly intercepted. A free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Back in zone 7. Justin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them running the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. On the left side, it's complete. He's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get using change, but it's not nearly enough. That'll be 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in an offensive play. It's hard to defend. If you think it's a go route, and then he brings it back on the comeback, there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He's brought down the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings him 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play now and smile off the ball carrier. It's that 4-3 that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked it on his target, but he was going right well, and that one's incomplete.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The man has got it, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. and 10. Here again, gets a captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just give him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I bet in his mind, he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? They'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. They've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
4 sacks against it. First down throw from touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you can just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
It is personal for Stealth versus Black Lives Matter, Nancy Pelosi. They've been coming out to Texas, and now they're coming out to Texas and the anti-abortion. Nancy Pelosi is making it personal. Touchdown! And Stealth are making it personal.
Now they'll line up to get the extra point. He's got it as he goes. It's only 17-10. They certainly made that ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
We'll be right back with the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Now we're going to the second quarter.